What I find most interesting, I was just sharing with you, is what I find most interesting is that a lot of the leaders out there in these spaces tell us when we talk about deities to go general. However, your website is leadershipwithgod.com, and
Yes.
your entire program is built on Bible verses. And okay, tell me what made you put that foot forward first, and why you stand so strong on it.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, thank you for the opportunity and happy to be here. Thank you so much. But what made me go on that route is that I am a believer in God.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you a story which it made a big impact in my life.
Okay.
One day I decided to put a tattoo in my hand, and I was at work and I was doing my job, and one of the customers asked me, "What's that on your hand?" And during that time, I lacked some confidence, right? I wasn't too confident in myself,
Okay.
and I just got nervous, and he saw that, so he gave me an easy way out, and he's like, "Oh, it's just a tattoo." I took the easy way out, so I said, "Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a tattoo." So I went to my truck on my way out, and I felt so bad, and I just started crying. I literally started crying because
Wow.
I realized what I had done. Like I just denied my belief myself. I denied God. So I told myself, I said I will never ever do that again, ever. So that just got me closer to God, and I'm not an expert in the Bible. I'm an amateur, but I read it every day, and I love leadership. I love leadership. So I said, why not combine both together and create something that can help people? So that's what got me to do the program.
Okay. And I saw where your program is built on Bible verses.
Yes.
So tell me, give me, I guess, three Bible verses within your program that you feel give people the biggest transformation.
I love this parable, the parable of the sword. It has four different sections, where one, the seed just fell on the ground, and the birds came and they just ate it off the ground. And I did a little module on that, saying, that's our ideas that we don't share. We just have our ideas, and we just let them die. The birds come in and we share our ideas. Somebody says no, that's not a good idea, and they just go away. And next step is like some of them fell on rocky ground, but they had no foundation, right? Well, same thing. Our ideas, they have we don't build a foundation. For example, in our life, I lacked confidence for many many years. I wasn't taught how to build confidence or how to step out of my comfort zone. So I had no foundation. When a situation came like the one I just shared,
Mm-hmm.
well,
Mm-hmm.
guess what happened? I failed. I failed because I had no ground. So yeah, but and then the third one was about like the seed falls in thorns, around thorns, and that's our naysayers, our haters. When we share our ideas, they say, "Well, you know what? That's not a good idea. Don't do it." Or you gonna, and what happens? We just give away our desires, our dreams, because we don't want to disappoint people a lot of times. And a lot of times we believe that they don't support us, but they do support us, but in their own way. So we just let our dreams die. But yeah, that's what I do. And
So when
and
so when you coach people,
mhm.
what is their biggest aha in that module?
The biggest aha moment is that like we live in this world, and I can relate to this, where they let other people dictate their life because they don't want to disappoint people. I was coaching this lady, and she said, "Well, a lot of times I want to go eat at a different restaurant." I suggested that she go eat to different restaurants away from her ethnicity, like different ethnicities, right?
Okay.
Different countries. And she wanted to do that, but she said that because of one of her family members didn't want to go, so she didn't want to go. She didn't want to. She didn't want them to feel bad by her going by herself to go eat. Kind of like feeling guilty.
Was it because the family member felt it was dangerous, or just didn't want her mingling with people
Um,
outside of her circle?
yeah, it was more because she was kind of like afraid of the unknown. What if I don't like that food? So she just went to a place where it was like for sure that she was gonna like the food. So yeah, but yeah,
Okay, share with us, I guess, the top tips in your ebook.
and my ebook has to do with the systems that I took. For example, reading books.
Okay.
Reading books, I had no I didn't like to read actually, and when I started to get obsessed with personal development, I started to read like crazy. And but the reason the way I built it was like with baby steps. Like I created a habit of reading, and that just expanded to, I started with 5 minutes, which I put on the ebook, and it
Okay.
just expanded to 10, 15, an hour, and that just created a habit. And I always say that when you create a habit creates you. So that's one of the pages. The other pages is it has to do with money. A lot of times we don't take care of our money. Uh, a lot of times, it's funny because I ask people like for these courses, I go around and I just ask people like at the store or anywhere where
Mm-hmm.
I'm at. I just ask like, what's something that will actually help you to have a better life? Just something that
Okay.
you're suffering with. And 99% of the people say money. I need more money. But my thing is, we live in one of the wealthiest countries.
Yeah, but
So
a nice windfall, nice lottery winning would solve a whole lot of our personal problems, or so we feel.
yes, that's how we feel. But again, like nowadays you have information everywhere. But what I always say that watching Netflix is more comfortable than reading a book. So yeah, but yeah, that's another part, that just a little system on how to create their uh their finances, just kind of like how to take care of their budget, how to budget their money.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
part of the ebook.
So you walked us through three Bible verses that impact. We talked about your ebook, but you also mentioned exercises that you walk people through to help them transform their life. So coach us right now. Walk us through one of your exercises.
Well, one of the exercises that I do is visualization. I've
Good.
been doing that for probably 3 years, ever since I started personal development. And
Now,
that's
let me ask you this. Is that visualization as in attached to the law of attraction?
yeah, in a way, yes. In a way
Okay.
it is.
So is there a crossover there with the Bible? Because there's a big controversy there, and where some people say that the law of attraction is supported by verses in the Bible, and others say it is not, it's far from it. What does Erasmo say?
I think it's related because in one part of the Bible it says how they used to meditation, and that was amazing to me when I got to that part and I read it. I was like, wow, it's what I have find out like every single day that I read it. I mean, I'm just amazed because everything that we want to know, it's in there. every single part of our life is in there. It's just so, it's, I tell my girlfriend, I said, life is so simple. We just make it complicated.
Interesting statement. But first, okay, well, give us that. Explain that to us as far as how do we overthink or overcomplicate life? Why is it so simple?
Because life is simple. We just need to be aware of what we want in life, who we are, where do we want to go, and then we have to be willing. You know, one of the questions that I ask my the people that I coach is the hardest question is, what are you willing to sacrifice?
Mm.
And many of them have said nothing.
Do you ever
And
try to challenge them or pick things and see whether or not they're willing to let go
what do you mean on that?
on what they're willing to sacrifice? Do you sometimes give them a list and say, well, are you willing to sacrifice number one? Are you willing to sacrifice number two? Like give them examples. Are you willing to sacrifice your Sunday to spend it in service for 4 hours? Are you willing to sacrifice an hour a week to spend it reading the Bible? Are you
Mm-hmm.
willing to sacrifice, say, an hour a day to exercise for those that maybe want to lose weight or get more toned?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes give them examples to choose from?
I put my example. I put like the example that I sacrifice
Okay.
the part that I sacrifice, which is time with my family and going out to parties or gatherings or spending less time with people that I really like and love because they weren't taking me where I wanted to go. So I give them examples, but I don't tell them
Mhm.
what to do. That's something that they have to figure out for themselves.
So they say
Yeah.
no, they're not willing to sacrifice anything. And what does the good personal development coach say next?
I tell them the truth.
Which
I said,
is?
which is you have to sacrifice something because there's absolutely nothing for something. You know, you have to sacrifice something to get something else. Yeah, and that's what creates balance in our life.
Does that change things?
It does. It does because it kind of opens their eyes to reality, and they figure, well, you know what? Yes, you're probably right. I mean, uh, 99% of the people, they know the answer. We know what we need to do. We know the answer. We just need somebody else to give us permission most of the time.
Okay, so what pick one of your exercises right now. And those of us that are watching, walk us through one of your exercises and tell us the transformation that we should look for or receive.
The one of the exercises is to visualize and just sit down, close your eyes, and just breathe. I always breathe 3 times with my mouth. Inhale, exhale, three
Okay.
times, as deep as you can, and close your eyes and let your mind relax. So just visualize the perfect life that you want. The perfect life. What are you wearing? Where are you? How does the day look like? Is it
Okay.
sun? Is it moon? Do you have a dog that you want? Where are you sitting? Are you outside? Are you inside? Are you in the United States? Are you in Egypt? Are you in France, Africa? Where are you? Who's with you? What are they doing? Are they sleeping? Are they awake? Are they next to you meditating? What are they doing? How is your family? Your primary family? Are they do they have businesses now? Are they rich? Are they poor? What where are they? They're happy. Everything. Just visualize your perfect life. And it's gonna take a while. And the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes is gonna be like crazy because everything comes to mind. Every thought that you have is gonna come to mind, and just relax your mind. That's completely normal. Don't stop. Just let it process, and then your mind is gonna start relaxing. and you just start just think about the perfect time. Just thank God, thank the universe. You're doing okay. Just keep breathing, and you're gonna feel when it's the right moment to open your eyes. And do that every single day. And believe me, that's a preview of your future. Hmm.
And that practice of doing that every day, how does that affect us?
That's gonna get you to open your eyes. That's gonna get you to go forward and say, you know what? There's a different life. That's the life that I want, and I'm gonna go get it. And you start taking one step at a time, even if it means reading 2 pages in a book. If you're not a reader, read 2 pages today. Read 3 pages today. Go talk to somebody and say hi. Just share something that you win, or ask for some advice. Something so little, it's gonna take you a long way.
Okay, and you walk folks through that visualization.
Yes,
Which of your exercises is the most impactful, would you say?
I will say that one because it gives them a preview of what they really want.
So, for the naysayers that say that's not biblically based, can you give us a verse in the Bible where, or a story in the Bible where they actually talk about the characters using visualization to obtain something in the future?
I don't know exactly like what part of the Bible, but I do
Mm-hmm.
know that when David said, I don't, who am I to go to Egypt and pull the people out of there? God believed in him. And he saw him. He saw something in him and said, you know what? You can do this. You're able to do this. So, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Yeah. But
Okay.
once you start doing that, it's a preview. Believe me, it's a preview of your future. And it will trigger something inside saying, you know what, I want that and I'm gonna go get it.
Now, you're bilingual. Are most of your clients, when they come to you, are they also bilingual, or are they Spanish or English? Do they speak Spanish or English?
They're both. They're both. Right now, I'm coaching two persons, two clients, and they're one is in Spanish, one is in English.
Do people tend to stay with their first language if it's available? Do you try and challenge them to learn the other since you speak both?
Yes, that's one of the things that I always challenge them to learn, the other language, but like they speak both languages. Well, one person speaks, one client speaks both languages, but they whatever they feel more comfortable with, that's the one we speak.
Okay, so you,
Hmm.
so you don't try to press them to go in one direction or the other.
No, no. I just whatever they feel comfortable with. And a lot of times we just cross over, some words or some sentences, and we do it in English. And but yeah, yeah, it's just a conversation, how they feel comfortable with, and help them grow.
Okay. Do you generally find that all of your clients share your biblically based views, or do you have those in with other beliefs or other faiths that come to you also?
No, I think that you attract what you are.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting. Interesting. Unfold that for me. What does that mean?
I think that you attract what you are. Like there's people for example, I was at this event where people didn't line up with my principles, and the environment was just different. It was just different. So I learned from the event, and but I didn't really create any strong relationships from that because it was a different environment, different principles, different beliefs. So yeah, and one of the things when I say you attract what you are.
Mhm.
A lot of times we have friends or people that we know that you say, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to tell them that, I don't want to hang out with them or whatever. But if you just be you, you don't have to do that because they're slowly going to go away by themselves.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because you are so like it's like water and oil, you know. You just you can't mix because it's different principles, different beliefs, different goals. So yeah, you attract what you are.
Okay. Well, those, is there anything else that you would like to add or bring to the attention of myself or the viewers before we end?
I always share something, and I would love to say it here. Is that you get out of your comfort zone because your growth is outside of your comfort zone. You know, what I heard this saying a while back, and it said that the richest place in the world is the cemetery because there's books and all kinds of programs and ideas that were never brought to life. So let's just not make the cemetery richer. Let's make it
Yeah.
poorer.
A lot of
And
unrealized dreams.
yes. So yeah, step out of your comfort zone and keep growing. Personal development is for life. It's for life. It's a slow process, but it's
Mm.
very fun. It's very fun.